So the state of the world right now is pretty chaotic. Things are going in random directions, especially the economy, and people don't really know what's going to happen. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can become kind of bulletproof. It doesn't really matter what happens out there in the world, in the economy, you will be basically fine if you follow these instructions, or really just, they're not even instructions. Think of this as just my advice based on my experience. Okay, you can take it or leave it, but it's probably going to be useful to you to at least hear it. So as you've seen, probably, okay, in the world from 2022 onwards, there's crazy things happening. Okay, we have inflation, we have various different restrictions, different things going on, different increases and changes to things like tax rates, restrictions on business and movement, and the world in general seems like it's very chaotic, unstable. You can't really predict or know what's going to happen next, or at least it seems that way. So what can you do about it? And by the way, before we go on, just comment what it's like where you are living, because I'm really curious. I mean, I'm kind of mainly based in Europe and around that area, so it might be different where I am, for example, with like the fuel problem and the war situation and restrictions compared to, let's say, somewhere in Africa, in Asia, South America, or even like one of the random islands like in the Caribbean, let's say. So comment letting me know what it's like where you are. Okay, so some solutions, some easy ways that you can become bulletproof and very resilient to all of the changes that are happening and that will happen in the future. Firstly, I mean, this is basically a spiritual channel. I talk here mainly about spiritual and abstract concepts, and then you can kind of apply them to real life physical situations. The most important thing with all of this, in my opinion, is that you don't stress about what you can't control. There are many things you can't control. Okay, so there's things that are going on that are completely outside of the scope of what you personally, or me, can control. To stress about those things is kind of stupid. It is stupid, let's be honest, because if you can't change it, then all you can do is react to it and decide. So let's say they bring in, or let's say something happens in your life. Something is imposed on you from outside. Firstly, ask yourself, can I change or influence this? If you can, then change it, no problem. If you can't influence it or change it, your only logical choice is to decide, okay, then, well, what do I do next? Is there a way around it? Do I do this instead? Or do I just simply deal with it in the most energetic, protected way possible where it's going to affect me the least? So you should not stress about anything you cannot control. That's the first step. By the way, over 80% of people who watch my videos apparently are not subscribed. I don't know why, but if this is you, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And it also helps you because you'll get new content. And it's like you deciding what you want to watch instead of YouTube deciding. If you let YouTube decide, they're going to show you basically whatever they think will keep you on the platform the longest and not what will actually help you the most. Okay, only you know what will help you the most, not some algorithm. So if you resonate with this and if you think I'm going to give you useful content, then you should probably subscribe. Okay, so manifestation. This is what I want to say kind of after this. You should really, and I have learned, to be able to manifest things. If you can't learn to manifest something, well, ultimately you're going to manifest anything anyway. So if you don't channel your manifestation into what you actually want, you will end up manifesting whatever your subconscious belief thinks that you're going to get. I hope that makes sense. I've said that in a really weird way. Basically what I mean is everybody has subconscious beliefs about the way the world works and what they believe they should have or what they believe they deserve. So most of the time, this is like a money block or a limiting belief. So we'll have this subconscious belief that money has to be hard. You have to struggle and work hard to get money. People who are rich are lazy or they have done something wrong or corrupt and they don't deserve their money. Okay, this is the most common limiting belief. If you have that belief and you don't know about it or do anything about it, that will become your reality and you will literally manifest that reality. So if that is your belief, you will manifest a reality where money is hard and it is difficult for you to make money. And then that's what you'll experience. However, if you change it and learn to manifest the opposite, where actually you believe money is easy and it effortlessly comes towards you, that's what you'll experience. If you ask someone, let's say a millionaire, or even just anyone who's learned how to manifest and really become aware of it, if you ask them about money, they'll say, yeah, of course, money's easy. It's effortless. It just flows towards me with seemingly no effort on my part. They don't really think about it because it's a part of their core belief system. They don't need to think about it. It takes no effort. Whereas if you ask somebody who is struggling financially about money, you will hear a very different story. They will say things like, money's hard, you have to work hard for it. I have to save up for years in order to afford this. Maybe one day I'll get lucky, or these kind of things. Two different belief systems that lead to two different realities. There's too much to go into about manifestation in this video, but I do have a program called the Abundance Manifestation Academy, which is linked in the description, which we go into all of this. We show you how to do it. The next thing, and again, this is super important based on what I've learned, and in my experience, without having done this, I don't know where I would be. Things would be very different. But you need to, in my opinion, learn how to work for yourself. This kind of ties into the manifestation. If you're working for somebody else, they have all the power. They control where you work, how much you earn, if you even earn anything at all, and what you do and how you spend your time. That's a lot of power to give away to somebody who doesn't have your best interests at heart. They care about making profits for the company and for themselves, and not about their employees. So you should not be working for somebody else, in my opinion. I can only imagine working for myself, and it gives you more stability. It gives you way more flexibility, and in my opinion, it's so much more stable than working for somebody else. When you work for somebody else, one person, let's say your manager or your boss, one person can decide to just cut your income off overnight with no problem. Boom, you're gone. But if you work for yourself, you have all the power. So you could have 20 income streams, 50 income streams. You could have one website, let's say you could have 1,000 websites, each giving you an income that you control. If one of them goes away, you still have 900, let's say. Or let's say if you have 10 income streams, you still have 9 others, right? You're going to be fine. And even if that one did go away, chances are you can get it back because you're in control of everything. So yeah, it gives you more control and flexibility. Number 3, you need to escape the matrix. By matrix, I mean the system of control, which is usually related to money. So this is things like debt, education, working for somebody else, and media. So with media, I mean like brainwashing through programs, Netflix, music, TV shows, radio. You need to, in my opinion, cut all of that out, work for yourself instead of somebody else, pay off all of your unsecured debt and high interest debt, and learn how to manifest. If you do those things, you're going to be basically fine. You're going to be so flexible and so adaptable and strong that whatever happens, you can just shift around it like water. By the way, we do talk about this in my exclusive community called the Spiritual Biohackers Tribe. If you are interested in learning more about that, it's basically a private community of people just like us who will get together and share tips and who will... By the way, if you're interested in learning more about this, you can go to astralhq.com/tribe. The link's in the description. And this is really where I show my most powerful stuff, okay, about how to work for yourself, earn money doing what you love, manifest, raise your vibrations, and escaping the matrix. By the way, if you're still here, I know this is a much smaller channel than my other one, Lucid Dreaming Experience, but I would really appreciate it if you could just leave a quick comment letting me know what you think about this and how you're preparing or how you are planning and thinking about the world and the way the world is going. Make sure to like this video and kind of subscribe to the channel so that you get other videos. Oh yeah, and if you're still watching and you really kind of resonate with this message and you have things to share, I'd love to talk to you on Instagram. We can maybe send a few voice notes back and forward. Just message at Transcend Limits. The link should be in the description, but if not, just search for Transcend Limits on Instagram, and that's my personal Instagram. While this channel is small, we can talk there.